I love the anniversary edition just straight up has that bug where it just like shows special edition for like a brief second, like a frame, and then it just turns into...
The Empire would be right at home in this place. You'd be wrong. Let's just find my mother and get out of here, quickly.
Sky... Serrana, we just started the stream. Why are we being aggressively Skyrim so off the... like, just right off the bat? Like... I just... You gotta give me my morning coffee, like, first. Like, you gotta ease me into this. Like, the Skyrim schlock just... Oh, man. Forums you can fish for. What, broken early game? Oh, yeah, no, fishing's really good early game. But yeah, there's a bug where it's, like, shows a frame of, like, Special Editions logo, for a brief second, and then it'll show, then it shows Anniversary. Harvest Soul Fisher. Okay.
At least the pain is gone.
Okay. Yeah, I've never seen this location. Like, I watched a couple videos. I think I watched, like, a Fudge Muppet video or something. Watched a couple, maybe even a Camelworks video. So I know it exists, but I've never, like...
There's no escape.
I've never actually played through the Soul Cairn. It seems neat. It seems interesting. There's this weird little wisp thing. Is this good? Is this bad?
Only those who have suffered long can find the light within the shadows.
I know that there's a funny horse here. I know that there's a horse, and I think there's an unmarked quest here.
Good old Aardvark. There's a Morrowind NPC there.
Oh yeah, is it Saint Jib? Is he here? I can't remember who
Yeah.
which one. Yeah.
It is an unmarked. I don't know if it's an unmarked quest or it's a side quest, but there's one where you got to find all 10 pages of his book, his memoir.
I can't wait to actually play Morrowind on stream. Like, that's kind of where I'm at right now. Like, I keep trying to put out more and more React content, and like I can do it, but at the same time, I'm also like, I would really like to stream a lot more. I would like to treat this more like a job, more like actually like, hi, we're hopping on to stream. But like, I don't know. It feels like just coming out to a Kip Twitch stream is just a different experience.
What a horrible place.
The Alessian, what did he just say?
Is there no end?
That's
Oh,
definitely
God.
that's definitely a reference to something.
Game gave me a gun.
My God, you're too powerful. Don't you get to see the Ideal Masters like somewhere in the skybox or above a fortress somewhere?
Not really.
Not the bone, man.
Nobody knows what they are. The fan theory is they're the crystals.
Well, I thought they were like the eyes or whatever floating above. I don't know. I don't know enough about Skyrim. I don't know enough. It does. I don't know. But we have like Elder Scrolls Online that goes over things like, what is it? Darklight, which is allegedly this like. It's like talked about, but you have to piece it together that it's this abandoned plane of Oblivion that potentially is owned by, I think it's Dagon, because Dagon has an additional title in ESO. I don't know. ESO's strange. I feel like I want to play through it at some point. But I hear people debate if it's canon or not. Like, I would like to understand if it is like actual 100% canon before going into it. Because if it's not, I don't really care. I don't really. The Band of Cliff Racers. Yeah. Was he in Oblivion? I don't remember seeing him in Oblivion. I think he was in a book, right? Saint Jib.
I
think he was in a book.
don't remember him in Oblivion.
I have no idea where I'm going.
I think it was a Morrowind, like only, and then you find his ghost in the Soul Cairn.
Yeah, because he's the actual like prisoner on the ship with you in the Morrowind intro sequence, and then he kind of goes off and just like becomes.
I think he's mentioned in Oblivion.
I think he is. I think he's mentioned. His head was.
I don't
in
think you
Kvatch.
actually find him.
I think you're right. Actually, I feel like I have heard about that. Yeah, I think his head is in Kvatch. Yeah, doesn't he end up in Kvatch?
Oh yeah, he dies in Kvatch. I forgot about that.
Yeah, no, right. Yeah, forgot about that.
It was madness to
That was like the one. Yeah, he dies during the Daedric invasion of Kvatch. That's where he gets soul trapped.
Jib's Opus. I'm a hunter. I'm a resident. I am Jib. Tales my rise to glory begins in the ash waste of Morrowind. I rode it alone, weapon at my side. This burning wind stinging my face. My quest was arduous, but necessary to ensure the survival of the Dunmer people. A pestilence was creeping across the ashlands. In Kvatch, right as you enter, the Drimmer Lord entering a house to the left, he was killed there. I honestly didn't know that. Like that. Thanks for pointing that out, because that's honestly really cool. That's a really cool attention to detail. So wanted to kind of like, I guess, like update. So in regards to the Skyrim run, I will most likely be doing the DLCs. I will most likely be finishing the main story. But after that, I might conclude the VOD series there, because I'll probably just do this as like whatever chill game. And next time if I stream it, I'll probably do a hyper modded version. I'm still waiting on the Dagoth follower. I have to keep checking Nexus to see if he actually releases it. I'm sure he's in the process of it. USOs are back when I play, but so mind them gonna easy to get strong. I don't even mind that. Like, does the story make sense and is it canon? Like, I guess Hermaeus Mora... Isn't there a whole thing with Hermaeus Mora and, like... What is it? There's a whole arc, spoiler, right? Where there's a forgotten Daedric prince. And that's the whole thing. And I think Hermaeus Mora mantled it. It's Necrom. Did I use Alakazam or Machamp in my Heart Gold run? I feel like Alakazam could be kind of cool if you have access to it. I don't know what Machamp does specifically. Like, sure, base 130, but I feel like Alakazam could be kind of cool, actually. Like, and there's cool things that ESO, I think, brings to the table, but I don't really know... I don't know, like, once again, if it's canon, because I'm pretty sure... I'm a couple expansions behind. I'll play the game. I would play it.
Mother.
It can't be. Serana?
A baby in the Let's Go games. Yeah.
Believe it.
I gotta play through
How do
Let's
we get
Go again.
inside? We
Thanks for
have to
reminding me.
talk.
Serana, what are you
Well, I just
doing?
turned the VOW into an
Where's your
FPS, so...
father?
Nice.
He doesn't know we're here. I don't have time to explain.
I must have failed. Harkon's found a way to decipher the prophecy, hasn't he?
No, you got it all wrong.
I found
We
rifle,
have
and
to
now I'm not
stop
using
it
bow
to
anymore.
make everything right.
Have you heard about Gun?
You've brought a stranger.
That's basically what it is. Game just gave me a fucking musket. Way more fun than using the bow.
The power of friendship and this gun I found.
I would speak with you.
Oh no, not
So
mommy
how has
Feature
it
Serana.
gun.
come to pass that a vampire hunter is in the company of my daughter? It pains me to think you'd travel with Serana under the guise of her protector in an effort to hunt me down. Coming from one who murders vampires as a trade, I find it hard to believe your intentions are noble. Serana has sacrificed everything to prevent Harkon from completing the prophecy. I would have expected her to explain that to you. You think I'd have the audacity to place my own daughter in that tomb for the protection of her Elder Scroll alone? The scrolls are merely a means to an end. The key to the tyranny of the sun is Serana herself.
Interesting.
When I fled Castle Volkahar,
The animations are just so stiff.
The scroll I presume you found with Serana speaks of Ariel and his arcane weapon, Ariel's bow. The second scroll declares that the blood of Cold Harbor's daughter will blind the eye of the dragon. Like myself, Serana was a human once. We were devout followers.
Yeah, I was like,
of
isn't
Molag
Cold Harbor
Bal.
Molag Bal?
Tradition
Which
dictates
vampire, yeah.
that females be offered to Molag Bal on his summoning day. Few survive the ordeal. Those that do emerge as a pure-blooded vampire. We call such confluences the Daughters of Cold Harbor.
Wasn't that the funny with who was Makar Cameron voiced by? Very prolific voice actor. I always point out his bit where didn't Todd Howard just kind of let him drone on? He was talking about Meridia's Plane of Oblivion Cold Harbor. It's when you enter the Makar Cameron's paradise, right? And he kind of dialogues at you about talking about Lorcan and how he is Daedroth, he is Daedra, in each of these Daedric, and how Mundus is just another plane of oblivion that rightly belongs to Dagon. He's just like, it just assigns the wrong plane of oblivion to the wrong prince. I love bringing it up. It's one of those like, yeah. I feel like it makes the lore keepers, the lore smiths tear their hair out.
Is Todd's little middle finger, the Kirkbride.
Serana, and why I've kept the other Elder Scroll as far from her as possible. If Harkon obtained Ariel's bow, and Serana's blood was used to taint the weapon, the tyranny of the sun would be complete. In his eyes, she'd be dying for the good of all.
Didn't know that bit of Todd lore. I'd have to look back. The way I understand, I think he talks about getting people like Sir Patrick Stewart on set, right, to voice the Emperor, and whoever voiced Mankar Cameron, and allegedly, because like the line read is incorrect, right, for all intents and purposes. Like it's incorrect. Like Meridia is not linked to Cold Harbor. So a little bit of an oversight. Allegedly, like dude just started talking. And they're just like, nah, just put that one in. That this is the one. This is the cut we want.
And how exactly do you plan on stopping him? If you believe that, then you're a bigger fool than I originally suspected. Don't you think I weighed that option before I enacted my plans?
It's like Cold Harbor's full of vampires and other undead. That thing Meridia infamously doesn't
Whether
like.
or not you've become one of us in order to survive the Soul Cairn, you're still a vampire hunter at heart. You're here because we're abominations in your mind. Evil creatures that need to be destroyed. Serana, this stranger aligns himself with those that would hunt you down and slay you like an animal. Yet I should entrust you to him.
This stranger has done more for me in the brief time I've known him than you've done in centuries.
How dare you! I gave up everything I cared about to protect you from that fanatic you call a father.
Yes, he's a fanatic. He's changed. But he's still my father. Why can't you understand how that makes me feel?
Oh, Serana, if you'd
Family,
only open your
it's
eyes,
family
the
feud
moment your
hour.
father discovers your role in the prophecy, that he needs your blood, you'll be in terrible danger.
So to protect me, you decided to shut me away from everything I cared about. You never asked me if hiding me in that tomb was the best course of action. You just expected me to follow.
Well, I know it's
your
Harkin better not be dressed up like fucking Steve Harvey. You're gonna have issues.
Your motivations might have been different. But
No.
I'm still just a pawn to you two. I want us to be a family again.
I don't need no some Paddington Bear looking motherfucker with a mustache coming at me.
We deserve that kind of happiness. Maybe it isn't for us, but we have to stop him before he goes too far.
Trying to get through the dialogue, and I'll get with you, chat, and give me a second.
I'm sorry, Serana. I didn't know. I didn't see. I've allowed my hatred of your father to estrange us for too long. Forgive me. If you want the Elder Scroll, it's yours. Your intentions are still somewhat unclear to me, but for Serana's sake, I'll assist you in any way that I can. Yes, I've kept it safely secured here ever since I was imprisoned. Fortunately, you're in a position to breach the barrier that surrounds these ruins. You need to locate the tallest of the rocky spires that surround these ruins. At their bases, the barrier's energy is being drawn from unfortunate souls that have been exiled here. Destroy the keepers that are tending them, and it should bring the barrier down.
Interesting.
One more word of warning. There's a dragon that calls itself Durnevere roaming the cairn. Be wary of him. The Ideal Masters have charged him with overseeing the Keepers, and will undoubtedly intervene if you're perceived as a threat.
Ugh, cool. Excellent.
Be careful, and keep my daughters safe.
The game was made in like 2011, 2012. Yeah, no, for the time, yeah, the animations, they make sense. Like,
Kill those
modders have definitely improved the experience 100%. Lord Keepers of the series could literally just say the man was crazy and didn't know what he was talking about. Yeah, just like Mankar Cameron towards the end of his life just became really Really kind of just awful. Like just kind of loopy, kind of loony. It's his Bosmer blood. there it is. That's the one. Talk guy's ass. I don't know. It depends. Like, I mean, obviously we're thinking way too hard when we have a meta understanding of just like, yeah, no, we just put that in the final cut, right? Like something thinking way too hard about something that is, you know, deep as a puddle for all intents and purposes. Give a 700-page manuscript detailing Euro Step in the Seventh history, motivations, personality, everything. Todd remarked that he wondered if they'd gone over when Patrick was just like, oh my god, I love this. I wish all my acting roles were this well explained. Honestly, like, I can respect that. I think it was 700. Like, yeah. I feel that more information, if it can be provided, is preferable to many people. I kind of dig that though. Like, I love that he liked that. Let's see here. I don't remember the dragon's name. I don't know if there's lore that I'm missing behind said dragon.
Which one?
The one mentioned in the Soul Cairn, the one guarding the fucking keepers.
Well, there is lore.
Durnavir. I don't know what he's a part of.
Oh, he tells you his lore himself.
Oh, does he? So what is this nerf that I have from... I have a nerf, right? What's this nerf?
I think it just like cuts your health and stamina or something like that.
Oh, by 45 points. Not bad.
You just gotta find the soul gem. Like your soul in it is in one of the chests, one of the random chests in the Soul Cairn. You just gotta find it.
Yeah. Oh, that's kind of cool. Yeah, they're little shades with dragonbone armor. That's actually kind of cool. I kind of dig that. Dude, these guys are super cool. What the fuck? My bound sword. Actually, give me my bound battle axe.
I'm gonna do the Dishonored playthrough. Gonna dual wield a sword and a pistol.
That's the one. I haven't raced two-handed yet. Ooh, Let me grab bound sword again. Let me go close wounds. Eric the Fae, thank you for the bits. Watching some of your videos, and if I can tell you, Final Fantasy 14 lore videos, just looking at Synoptic Scribe's videos, he's lore from the perspective of an in-game character. That's super interesting. Thank you for that. I appreciate that. That's a Black Soul Gem Grand. I'll take that. I actually, because I really been meaning to dive into more 14. Like, I still play it. I'm still trying to get all my classes to 100. Like, it's just a process that takes time. I've just been feeling kind of icky the past couple of weeks, so I haven't really done another Final Fantasy Friday, but I appreciate that. I appreciate the bits, thank you. And I appreciate letting me know that such a great lore channel for 14 does exist. New restoration magic that are offense for the purposes of undead. Interesting. See if I can't find one of these random chests.
What am I doing here? I don't belong in a place like this.
Oh, hey, it's a Wrathman. Okay, I'll take that. I wonder how that, where is it? I wonder how that compares to Grimoire Lord. I don't actually know what the tier is. Probably weaker. Unless it's actually a higher level. I actually don't know how summoning works. I'm assuming they're summoned at a level. Or does it scale to your level? So if you summon a Fire Atronak, is it level 65 or is it like whatever level it is?
Maybe a scale. I don't know. I don't know a vanilla game. Shit. vanilla game like interacts way different than modded.
Well, yeah. I feel like modding, I'd probably do like the scaled experience. That way it actually gives... I'm sure there's mods for it. I'm sure there's plenty of things.
Alright, like my game's scaled.
Yeah.
My game's unleveled and it's also scaled.
I mean, it definitely prevents you just like blitzing this specific dungeon because this specific dungeon has like, I don't know, Conjure Dremora Lord or Conjure like Storm Atronak and then trivializing the game. Because if it summons at, say, level 40, like, you just trivialize a bunch of content. I don't know. For vanilla, I'm kind of both sides. Like, if I wanted to just shitpost, like, I feel like I get a lot of enjoyment out of that. I actually really like vanilla games for that purpose, to like use exploits and stuff, like things that are baked into the game. But for an actual, like, okay, I want to go through an actual, like, adventure experience, yeah, I'd probably play modded, and I'd probably make sure, like, shit scaled and stuff. Funny bone summon, yeah. Actually gave up an interesting challenge, thinking of taking someone Pokemon Fire, but I'm only allowed to use Pokemon I can actually get before gym number 1. I feel like that could be kind of fun. Can I actually touch these things? I think so. Serana is dirtling. The Bone Man is doing Bone Man things. I feel like he's just mitigating hits.
Done and done.
Sure, I'll take that.
I could make it the adoration of
Hi, Jib.
thousands. What do you want? How does anyone expect me to write my opus with all of these rude interruptions? What do I mean, indeed? If I hadn't lost all of the pages, I wouldn't be in this predicament, and we wouldn't be having this conversation.
He's just so far away.
Very well. I suppose a moment or two of my time wouldn't hurt. I am Jib. Some call me Saint Jib. Others call me Jib the Eradicator. Perhaps you've heard of me.
Nope, never heard
I
of
can't say
you.
that I'm surprised by your answer. Until I get my second volume published.
Oh
no one
my
will ever know of
god.
my achievements.
Eric the Fae, thank you for the bits again. I appreciate that. Sonotic Scribes, job lore videos, tells a 2-minute short story, including the job videos about. That's super interesting. I'll have to go check those out.
I'd hardly call a 26-volume epic simply a book. Surely you've heard of the rise and fall of Saint Jib the Eradicator, hero of Morrowind and savior of...
Serana's just done.
Terrible. Simply terrible. I was in the midst of writing the second volume, and they just threw me into this prison. It's unfair. That damned Dremora and his minions. They didn't even give me a chance to explain who I was.
They didn't let me monologue.
Well, I assume so. It cast a spell at me from some kind of strange black crystal. Next thing I knew, I arrived here. My what? Wait. That means...
Got him.
Oh, all these wasted months? Or has it been years? I don't even remember how much time has passed. No, my work will never see the light of day. My name will be forgotten. Perhaps... Do you have a way out of here? Maybe I can't leave, but my writings can. In order to write the second volume of my opus, I need the notes from my first volume. Otherwise, I need to do all of this from memory.
Yeah, memory. Yeah.
When I was tossed in here, I felt myself falling. And I dropped the pages I had been holding.
I love that you can soul trap items.
Find them for me, please. I beg you.
Wish.
That's a ridiculous question. Everyone traveling through here has said that the Oblivion Gates have been opening all over Tamriel. Has it been that long?
Has it been that long?
Oh my.
So good.
It started with the followers of Mehrunes Dagon having Emperor Uriel Septim VII assassinated. Without a Septim on the throne of the Empire, Dagon was able to leave Oblivion through the gates and attack. All I heard is that without a Septim sitting on the throne of the Empire, the dragon fires in a place called the Temple of the One were no longer lit.
Saran is so done.
We were vulnerable to the forces of Oblivion.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't know. Everything seemed fine until that Remora attacked me. I only heard later about the gates from the other souls. I can only assume the gates have been closed by now. Thanks again for searching. I don't know what I'd do without the pages.
Wait. I think he actually tells you, yeah, where were you captured?
I just moved from my ancestral home in Morrowind to the continent of Cyrodiil. I settled in the city of Kavach to write my memoirs and to find some peace and quiet. Indeed, one moment I was writing diligently, and the next, my door bursts open.
You just picked the literal worst city.
It was
Couldn't even go to, like, Burma.
The city was under attack. I took it upon myself to join the cause and fight the Dremora, thinking this would simply be another feather in my cap. The reason I'm standing in front of you is only a whisper of my former self should tell you that. I never knew what became of Kavach. I wonder if they were triumphant without me.
Yeah.
Thanks again for searching.
When we talk about Kavach, I always forget to do Kavach until I'm like level 20 or 30, because I always forget that you need to go into the city to do the next part. So I do the Oblivion Gate and then I just peace out. And so then I come back later and all like the little like scamp runts and stuff are like, they're just like, oh my god, like they're actually just like, are they Daedroth or whatever? Like the ones that look like giant crocodiles. I think those are Daedroth, right? Let's see how much I can actually, like, find around here. If they're super out of my way, I'm not really going to go for them. What is that? Oh, I hate that. Whatever the hell that was, I don't like that. So that's just a warp pad to the top. Maybe? Oh, it's just an elevator. Okay, so that's just a one-way elevator. Okay. Hi, Serana. Interesting. Actually surprised they work as well as they do. I feel like that'd be one of the buggiest things in the game. Odd and teleportation. Just unbothered. Not the Mist Man. Do you know the Muffin Man? Back, what'd you mean? Not a whole lot. We ended up swapping over to Pokemon connectivity, so we ended up swapping over to Skyrim. Kind of just started the Soul Cairn, kind of just going through the motions. Bonk. Oh, yeah, I guess they do have some pretty big soul gems, yeah. Wishingly frantic stamp on this mission? Nah, none. Not even. Not even cool mission. That is a pretty rough seam, Todd. That is just a there's just a vertical line right there. Oh, Todd.
This won't end well for you.
It's just randoms. Oh, hi, Mr. Keeper. Oh, Keeper's absolutely destroyed Serana. What arrows is he firing at me? How is he draining stamina?
Dragon Bone.
Is that what they do?
Well, I just have Dragon Bone. They were the only NPCs with Dragon Bone.
Yeah, which is actually kind of unique. Like I kind of dig it. These guys look really cool. I think the shadowed faces with the eyes with the Dragon Bone aesthetic, I think it goes super hard. Each had a different type of weapon. Well, I've only fought 2 at this point. I don't remember what the last one had. I think it was a sword. No, it was the battle axe. Yeah, so this one has a bow. I don't. Are they uniques? I don't know if they're uniques or not.
Well, they were. They were the only ones in the game. You couldn't get them at the time.
This sounds like that got changed. Can you just craft them now?
Yeah.
Gotcha. Can't take the Dragon Bone arrows. They're glitched for me. Classic. Honestly, kind of cool though. Like I could totally see this being like super cool on launch. Makes me really sad that I didn't play this on launch. Like the random SCP siren noise. I feel like I'm definitely missing a lot of areas here. I feel like there's supposed to be crypt-like areas that I'm just not finding.
Who's there?
I know we get Elder Scrolls 6 at this point. Plus we just make... So I guess the rumor is they've entered pre-production. I know Baka and I were talking about this the other day. I guess...
Get back to the prison.
All right, yeah, these things drain your health, right? Wasn't there a way to, like,
Least the better.
go around them or something? Reaper Gem Fragment. Yeah, this is what people assume the ideal masters are. The little gem crystals thingies. And I'm fuck off gem. Rocks. Yeah, but we'll see what happens with Elder Scrolls 6. Allegedly, it's entered pre-production, as far as I'm aware, if rumors are to be believed. Like, I don't want games to fail on like, if it's good, it's good. That's all I care about. If it's not good, that's a problem, though. That's really kind of it for a unique thing to happen. Okay, cool. Gonna go find the Reaper fragments
I
then.
wonder if the fire's still burning in the Imperial City.
Please, end this misery.
See how many I can find.
So, this is what it's like on the other side.
Here. I feel like the little roaming ball thing have physics. Gold 14.
Where'd you come from?
Never should have come here. Drive home time back to lurking. Drive safe.
Done and done.
Well, if I keep going from structure to structure, eventually I'll find stuff. My current outlook. What's that? I thought I saw like the actual texture, like ripple. It was so strange. I have to get a mod to put dynamic snow in the Soul Cairn. It's gonna make it better. Make it 10 times better. 16 times the detail. The sky riz, exactly. Sleep while listening, go for it. I'm probably not gonna go for like another 2 or so hours. Like I'm probably gonna be, we'll see, because I have people around me and they start sleeping in about the next hour or so, or they start like going to bed. That being said, I'm gonna see how this week pans out. Might actually bring myself to actually sit at my desk and do streaming for a bit. Let's see. Want you. Not a work pad. I think that getting some stuff out of the way would be super great. Like, I'd love to get Skyrim out of the way. Love to just binge it. Probably follow up with New Vegas. I need to go do another Diablo 2 run at some point because I had to redact the run because there was some potential personal identifying information that was shown in a couple points because kept hitting the Windows key. I don't know how. I'm sure you can lock that. I'm sure you can just lock the Windows key so it doesn't actually bring up the Windows menu.
You can disable the Windows key.
I'm gonna have to.
I usually recommend it because there's some shortcuts that you need it for, but.
Well, I mean, then just turn it back on, right? But when I'm playing something like Diablo, right, and I hit the Windows key and it shows like files on my desktop or like files on my PC, yeah, I kind of need that to not happen. That's just like a stream-ism, though. Like that's just a thing that I would do for stream specifically. Look at this, bro. What did you write? It got censored. I mean, the area is cool. I was actually looking forward to this from the Skyrim videos that I watched. I was really much looking forward to this. I can't tell if there's actually lore behind this wall, this outer barrier, because like we know that it's effectively just like the zone, right? That's the hard barrier to the map. And I mean, I guess like it does continue after that, but there's not really any like I don't know. I'm curious if curious what people have pieced together from this. Potion of minor healing. I'll take that. I would assume it would be one under one of the chests under the crystal.
Where'd you come from?
Never should have come here.
Done and done.
Actually, this is depending on if the Daedric hearts respawn or not, this could be a source of Daedra hearts. Because I know they were pretty scarce in base Skyrim. In base vanilla. Like, I mean, I just waited outside of Marin's Dagon Shrine.
There's a lot of shit that didn't spawn in base that didn't make any sense. Daedra is one of them. Well, Daedra actually is all of them. Because Void Salts and Frost Salts were also a bitch to get, because those, especially Void Ancient Arcs, never fucking spawned. Or stormed.
I think I saw like one Storm Atronac the entire time I played. Yeah, like they're they were pretty Atomic King was about to crash there. Oh my god, please.
But I like mods like immersive creatures and shit like that because they give you alternate sources and they also up the spawns on those, so they do spawn a lot more.
I mean, honestly, good, yeah. Like, I don't know if leveling up past a certain point necessarily fixes that.
Not really. It's not like Oblivion where when you're a certain level, certain things stop spawning in and they get replaced. Like the fucking Minotaurs replacing like base spawns.
The imps becoming minotaurs, becoming like ogres. Yeah, it got really bad.
That and like the fucking Druze. Instead of mud crabs, you got giant fucking crab monsters.
Yeah, I actually really need to. Okay, so I guess the full soul gem. I guess that was what I needed. And I guess that removed the debuff, I think. Interesting. Yeah, no, I've never actually seen this. Like, I saw an image of it. I'm like, I've never fought that in Oblivion. So I have to go back and I have to go fight those. I gotta go, like, hard level up. Oh, you read a poem. Yeah, go for it. Yeah, that looks like that's what I needed. Because I didn't see the active effect at the bottom of the, or active debuff at the bottom of the list. So it looks like... Yeah, it looks like everything's back to normal. Okay, Wings of Stardust, Spawn showed. Of Crimson Dragon's name, book 3. Bleak Futures Rain, Shooting Star Crimson Dragons. I love it. That's great. It's fantastic. Hello, Mr. Bone Man. Piranha's really having a hard time in the Soul Cairn. Is there no execution animation for Skelly Bros? I don't think there are. Or I could have swore there are. Really? There's no execution for Skelly Bro? Interesting.
No, there is for Draugr.
Well, yeah. No, you suplex Draugr after a certain point. No skill execution animation. I'm sure there's mods that add it. I guess it makes sense because they're just pile of bones. Yeah, I guess
There's a mod. It's a newer one I've been playing with of mine that dismembers skeletons. Like when you break them, they actually just shatter into pieces.
That's so cool. That sounds like there's so much that goes into that.
And so, like, instead of having an inventory, all the stuff that's in their inventory, like if they have gems and stuff, just spills on the ground.
I feel like there's a lever somewhere. Yeah, I feel like modded Skyrim just goes hard. Like, I said I want to get through this. If we want a secondary other secondary other Skyrim stream down the line, that's actually a modded experience. I'll get a curated list together. Set some goals. Gotta be a way in there. An animation would be hammer because home run. That'd be really funny though. I'm sure it exists. Like actually, like golf clubs smack them with skeletons with a hammer. Eh.
No one ever escapes. There is no escape. Why would you even try?
Well, so I see you here. There's got to be something that lowers these. Because why gate? Unless there's like, maybe? Can't tell if that actually did anything or not.
Let's kill those keeper things and get back to the prison.
Keep aiming a little too high.
The sooner we get out of this place, the better.
Odd, please. I literally saw it bounce off of that. I think it was a good idea in practice, or in theory. I just remember Bethesda games have a consistent issue with shooting bows through hole. So I see another one there. What do I do with this though? Unless I have to activate like both of them? I'm full of it. Going full evil and it's terrifying. I know New Vegas has a lot of really good perks. I just dumb? Okay, yeah, there's something to those green pillars. I don't really know what that something is, but we're gonna brute force the solution. There's some pillars that have holes in them with some green flame inside of them. Trying to figure out what I'm doing with them.
Do you want to know what to do with them?
No, not yet at least. Because I have a couple things I can try. Because I've tried shooting with... Oh, I'm stuck. I've tried shooting with arrows, and then I've tried shooting with magic at this point. But I haven't noticed anything specifically. I'm actually just stuck, though. Like, really? Really?
Why'd you get stuck?
I did low-hanging geometry. Like, how? God, please.
You can get unstuck.
That's what I'm trying to do. There it is.
I was about to say, you can just console command the ghost, or turn off collisions.
Oh. I figured I could do that. I always figured I have console commands that I could use.
The wonder of PC is that the game kind of screws you over with shit like that, you can get out of it.
Who's there?
Mono Mix NPC says it's supposed to use that perk. Ah, so
I
good.
knew I heard something.
Never should have come here.
Done and
This is no place for you.
Okay. I have no idea what I did. It's, suddenly the gates open. I literally did nothing. I have no idea what happened. You know what? I'm okay with this, though. I'm okay with this. Animal Friend works on Night Stalkers in New Vegas. Does it? That's interesting. I mean, it's a pretty compact area. I thought the Soul Cairn would be a lot larger than it is, which kind of worried me for side quest shenanigans. But no, this feels fairly reasonable. My book. My book.
what have you got?
soul gems. A lot of it actually are just part of the aesthetic because it feels like a purgatory. Yeah, I mean, I dig it. I actually am really enjoying the environment. Let's do. Should probably keep a couple of them. Oh. Ah, yes, Daedra Hearts. Restore health. Well, I found both Mistman and Bone Man at this point, which means I'm at least exploring in an okay enough fashion that I'm at least finding shit. I'd love to see if ESO actually brings the Soul Cairn into play, because I mean, like, the Eye of Magnus, like, we get like an explanation as to what they are. They're just little like ceiling capsule things. Like, we actually see little things that resemble the Eye of Magnus in game, from what I understand, in one of the expansions. But once again, that gets into, is it necessarily canon or not? Because a lot of people, like ESO, like a lot of the lore changes and stuff. I don't really know how to feel on it. That's a shield. Another dragon bone shields. I mean, this is also an Xbox 360 expansion as well. Like, there is going to be the expectation on Elder Scrolls 6. There's going to be the expectation that they're going to be, you know, DLC areas would be the size of Skyrim, effectively, right? There's going to be that expectation of greater and grander areas. I don't think you necessarily get away with... I don't know, it depends how big the areas in Starfield are. Because I haven't played it. Aw, dude didn't even drop his shield, bro. Bro, why are you like this? Yeah, I found like none of Jib's pages after the first. None of them. Hey, Cold Fox 7, how's it going? Welcome, welcome. Guest around here or anything else around here before I leave this area? Closed off Tower of Nothing. Got it. They're scattered. Yeah, I'll probably have to come back at a certain point. Like, I got the debuff removed. That's really all I really cared about for doing actual things. Like things I wanted to find. Horse would be kind of cool as well. I don't have access to anything like Shadowmere right now. A greater soul gem. So that's the second Reaper soul gem fragment I found. There's something like, I think it's like 5, I don't remember. Pokemon category. I totally thought I changed that over to Skyrim. That's my bad. I completely forgot about that. That was strange that it just lit up as it came into view. Yeah, it's supposed to be Skyrim. When I swapped over, I completely forgot to, if I'm being completely honest. That's 100% on me. However, I'm hopping off fairly soon, so I'm not really going to worry about changing it right now. We were playing Scarlet and Violet before this, and we were testing out a new VGC team. I was testing out like Koraidon, Paradox, good stuff. That's like Pokeball, like 4 or 5. Like, I'll take it. They're the fun fact. First time you've been in the Soul Cairn Elder Scrolls universe. The other time is in Elder Scrolls Battlespire. I feel like some of the older Elder Scrolls titles are going to be really interesting to go through. And I wonder if I'm going to like them more or less than the Todd trilogy, right? Todd trilogy being Morrowind's, Oblivion, and Skyrim. I'm getting a little tired. I'm starting to fumble names. All right.
You managed to destroy all 3 keepers? Very impressive. Yes. Please follow me. Keep watch for Durnevere. With the prison's barrier down, he's almost certain to investigate.
Durgan. This game is very difficult. I believe it. There's a reason I don't do like survival mode challenge playthroughs, because I know I'm going to be awful. Loads another area, it looks like, or just the interior.
I hear something.
Durgan.
Where'd you come from?
Never should have come here. He, in fact, is a spooky little bone dragon. I don't know. It's kind of weird because, like, he's the same exact model, same exact animations. I'm sure there's mods out there that could probably give him like another animation package or like AI package or something. It's kind of why 76's final boss. Oh, whoops. 76 wasn't so. Paul 76's final boss was just like literal Skyrim dragon. Like you look at it and its actual like animations are the same thing. Longer DLC, it's made vampires very obvious. You just tell they were looking in their eyes. But hasn't that always been a staple of Elder Scrolls? Do I get to absorb its soul? Oh, I guess I can't search him. That's unfortunate. Unless you just can't search him. Never react vids, my respect to you and hope you grow bigger. Thank you. I really try. I forget those people who really do enjoy a lot of the videos and find value in them. And I definitely get really locked in my own head. I appreciate that. Yes, coffin. Next Elder Scrolls. Here.
Come on, she's leading us to the scroll.
What?
Forgive my astonishment, but I never thought I'd witness the death of that dragon. Volumes written on Durnevere alleged that he can't be slain by normal means. It appears they were mistaken.
I guess, yeah, ancient vampires, their eyes glow, yeah.
The soul of a dragon is as resilient as its owner's scaly hide. It's possible that your killing blow has merely displaced Durnevere's physical form while he reconstitutes himself. Minutes, hours, years. I can't even begin to guess. I suggest we don't wait around to find out.
It's so funny watching these animations.
And you can be on your way.
I can't believe we found my mother alive. Well, you know.
You want to not clip through the alchemy table?
I can't believe we found my mother alive.
How dare you?
That's it. That's the last scroll. Come
I'll
on,
clip through
let's
whatever
go
they
to the
want.
museum.
It's just vibrating aggressively into the table. Look, we already saw we already saw in Code Geass why that's not a good idea. Oh, poor Table Coon.
I have no choice. As I told you before, I'm a daughter of Port Harbor. If I return to Tamriel, that increases Harkon's likelihood of bringing the tyranny of the sun to fruition. I appreciate your concern for me, but Serana is all that I care about. You must keep her safe at all costs. Remember that Harkon is not to be trusted. No matter what he promises, he'll deceive you in order to get what he wants. And promise me you'll keep my daughter safe. She's the only thing of value I have.
Just one. Oh, Serana, please. Yeah, I'll have to come back at some point for the Reaper fragments. I know they're collectible, like the Jib as well. I mean, they're not necessarily required. I'd like to get them at some point. I will 100% the save file at some point. I'll probably use my Steam Deck for it. Just play random bits and pieces of Skyrim. Taking break. Why is this dragon here again?
Stay your weapons. I would speak with you, Quinarin.
Uh-huh. That's a name.
Cursed, not dead. Doomed to exist in this form for eternity. Trapped between Laas and Enoch. Between life and death.
Wait a minute. I thought dragons were eternal. I thought that was the whole thing. Like, because Dragonrend, I thought that was the whole point. Like, it's finality. Like, dragons can't comprehend finality. Or, like, mortality. I think I'm reading too deep into this.
I believe in civility among seasoned warriors. And I find your ear worthy of my words. My claws have rended the flesh of innumerable foes, but I have never once been felled on the field of battle. I therefore honor name you Quinarin, or Vanquisher in your tongue.
Uh-huh.
Your words do me great honor. My desire to speak with you was born from the result of our battle, Quinarin. I merely wish to respectfully ask a favor of you. For countless years I've roamed the Soul Cairn in unintended service to the Ideal Master. Before this, I roamed the skies above Tamriel. I desire to return there. I fear that my time here has taken its toll upon me. I share a bond with this dreaded place. If I ventured far from the Soul Cairn, my strength would begin to wane until I was no more. I will place my name with you, and grant you the right to call my name from Tamriel. Do me this simple honor, and I will fight at your side as your Graze Mazen, your ally, and teach you my Thum. Trivial in your mind, perhaps. For me, it would mean a great deal. I don't require an answer, Quinarin. Simply speak my name to the heavens when you feel the time is right. There was a time when I called Tamriel my home. But those days have long since passed. The Dova roamed the skies, vying for their small slices of territory that resulted in immense and ultimately fatal battles. I was, but unlike some of my brethren, I sought solutions outside the norm in order to maintain my superiority. I began to explore what the Dova call Elok Gillan, the ancient forbidden art that you call necromancy. The Ideal Masters assured me that my powers would be unmatched, that I could raise legions of the undead.
I think dragons and necromancy. That's I'm sure D&D covers stuff like that.
Keeper until the death of the one who calls herself Valerica. I discovered too late that the Ideal Masters favor deception over honor, and had no intention of releasing me from my binding. They had control of my mind, but fortunately they couldn't possess my soul. Free? No. I have been here too long, Quanarin. The Soul Cairn has become a part of what I am. I can never fully call Tamriel my home again, or I would surely perish. I only hope that you will allow me the precious moments of time there, through your call. In my language, the Quanarin is the vanquisher, the one who has bested a fellow Dova in battle. You are the Dova King, the Dragonborn. You may not be one of us in body, but you have earned the right to bear this title.
Interesting. So it's basically Daedra. No, because Daedra are what? Angelic beings, something angelic beings who chose to not relinquish their power, right? There's subtext there. Therefore the dragon led, but that's how Alden was killed in the main quest. Was he killed at the end of the main quest though? Because I know the Dragonborn can absorb dragon souls, like that's the whole plot. That's the only way to truly like get rid of dragons. Yeah, I don't have enough lore information to really make any sort of like educated, like this is what's going on, this is what this is, like definitively. Because Dragon Rend is it kind of rips them from the sky with the human concept of finality, right? And human concept of death. Because dragons, something, synonymous with time, Akatosh, etc. There's so much there. There's so much to unpack.
You must help me find my Arvak. He doesn't deserve to be in a place like this.
Not Arvak.
Arvak, my horse.
Such a good horse.
We came to this horrible place together. We were attacked by monsters, so I told him to run. Please, he's such a loyal creature, and he's been running for so long. You have to save him. A place like this will change you. Arvak? Arvak! Where are you? Arvak, please come back! Come back! Until next time.
Until next time, just to completely find Arvak's skull. I have no idea where it is. Yeah, that might be something I find later, because as far as I'm aware, it's unmarked, and I'll have to go look for it.
This is no place for you.
I also like that the Soul Cairn just has a corrupting like effect, like a corrupting influence about it. It's honestly kind of cool. Oh, very cool place. Would love to see it utilized again in some capacity.
It is my quest to go back, but
Yeah, not in official capacity, at least not in Skyrim. Or not in like mainline games. I don't know. I'd have to see if ESO has anything that it goes into. I'm sure it does. Big of stamina at this point. My sneak at? Ugh, my two-handed is abysmal. Good God. Oh, let's now do 3 times. Welcome back. Welcome back from ads.
Must stay away from the keepers. Must stay away from the keepers.
Yeah, I mean the keepers do kind of do the suck the life force from you. I mean, I like them. I like the it's such a cool
Just step into the paint.
stealth-contained
Yeah, sure.
area.
Like it's that simple.
Okay, yeah, I don't this. To see these pillars again. I don't know how I dealt with the last one. I guess I just try to shoot through them potentially. Yeah, no, you do shoot through them. There's an audio cue. Yeah. Dibs Opus 8. Dagger of Embers. What weapon did I pick up? Standard long bow. Huh, I guess you can just so I guess this exit is just here now. Interesting. I would have expected them to get rid of this. Hmm. The Soul Cairn exit is just still the thing. I would have expected them to get rid of it.
Why?
Something not keeping, like, dimensional fissure open.
Nope.
So, what is the... Dexian, okay. Yeah, so there's a balcony in this room I could probably travel out to.
Dare you assume the Dovahkian friends have the foresight to not leave a dimensional hole full of dead spirits open?
Yeah. Like, once like you're not wrong. Like, the more I think about it, you're just not wrong. Okay, so he should still be all the way down. How about Dungord? Also, I like that this is the 2 extremes of the map. I think for an actual, like, immersive playthrough, you don't fast travel and stuff. I think it'd be interesting just to go back and forth. There could definitely be a fun playthrough there, like a no fast travel playthrough, but it would definitely take a little bit of time.
I trust your journey was successful.
What is that pheasant doing? Why is it gyrating? What's happening?
I'm sorry, my friend. I can no longer be of use in this matter. It's my fault. In my haste to read the first scroll, I neglected the careful preparation required. I thought I'd be able to allay the after effects, but I was wrong. Now I am paying for it.
That bird.
Blind? Yes, I'm afraid so. No, it will have to run its course. And there's always the chance I may never recover. No, there is another way. The question is, how much are you willing to risk to find Oriel's bow? I can't guarantee you'd be free from harm. Becoming blind could be the least of your worries. Scattered across Tamriel are secluded locations known only as Ancestor Glades. There's one in Skyrim in the Pine Forest.
The bird fixed itself.
Performing the ritual of the Ancestor Moth within the glade should provide the answers you seek.
Around us
It
pushing.
involves carefully removing the bark from a canticle tree, which will in turn attract ancestor moths to you. Once enough of the moths are following, they'll provide you with the second sight needed to decipher the scrolls. In keeping with tradition, you must use a specific tool in the Ancestor Glade, an implement known as a draw knife. Every moth priest is taught this ritual.
This man really loves his cooking.
You should consider yourself fortunate if it works for you. From what I saw in the vision, the Elder Scroll which foreshadows the defiance of the gods with the blood of mortals is the key to the prophecy. Well, as I'm sure you figured out by now, it's no mere coincidence that we're named Moth Priests. The voice of the Ancestor Moth has always been an integral part of reading the Elder Scrolls.
I wonder, I don't know if the Ancestor Moths, the Moth Priests show up prior to Oblivion. I don't remember hearing anything about them from Morrowind. I wonder if they debuted in Oblivion. Because, like, the Elder Scroll itself was in Oblivion, right? Like, that was part of the whole Grey Fox Thieves Guild questline. Huh.
Oh, the moths don't literally read the scrolls, but they maintain a connection to ancient magic that allows the moth priests to decipher them. If you listen closely when you find the glade, you should be able to hear their song, a soft, harmonious trilling.
You could just use a survival playthrough, yeah.
Chorus that the moths tap into a form of primal augur and become a conduit for deciphering the scrolls. By having the ancestor moths close to the moth priest, they can utilize the conduit and share the moth's augury. Only the most resilient of priests can do it this way. It takes years of practice to interpret the harmony.
And just really into turning his meat and stirring his stew. He's not even stirring his stew, okay? He's... God, please. Oh my god. It's clipping through the... It just works. It just works.
You've come this far, and you've found several Elder Scrolls. Whether you believe it or not, the scrolls have a mind of their own. If they did not want you to find them, they would not allow it. Because of this, I strongly believe you were meant to hear the ancestral chorus. Only one way to find out.
Yep, he's just stirring through the pot. Yep.
Deciphering one of the Elder Scrolls is nothing like reading a simple book. There is quite a bit of ritual and concentration required. It can take months or even years to complete a single scroll, and even then, months to recover. Sadly, yes. It is the inevitable fate we agree to pursue when reading the Elder Scrolls. It generally does not occur until a moth priest is in his latter years, but in my case, I simply was not preparing myself properly. Good luck. I hope you find the answers you seek.
I hope we reach Ancestor Glade soon.
Serana was pushing me that entire time, and now just completely photobombed. Like, how do you make this up? You can't make this up. Serana goes, Serana, did you just kick that man off of his cooking station? Did you make him clip across the room? I think on that note, I'm going to bed. God, please. It just works. Oh my god. And on that note, that was another exciting episode of Skyrim. I'll see you in the next one.